Welcome back to The Full View on SABC News. Africa is a step closer to realizing its free trade dream.
5 more countries have signed the African Continental Free Trade Agreement at the 31st African Union Summit held in Mauritania this weekend. South Africa has joined almost 50 other African states in signing an agreement that could lead to free trade on the continent.
South Africa, Namibia, Sierra Leone, Lesotho and Burundi have joined the 44 countries that signed the agreement in Kigali 3 months ago. The agreement will go to Parliament before South Africa can ratify it. During the ceremony, Chad and Eswatini ratified the agreement, bringing to 6 the number of countries that have authorized.
We're very delighted. We've now signed. We are part of a growing number of African countries that support a free trade area for our continent. This is going to open up great opportunities for our economy because now the whole of Africa is open for doing business. So we are delighted.
Leaders also addressed the fight against corruption. President Ramaphosa said the scourge should be fought with vigor.
Corruption affects every area of life. As countries, we need to consistently strive to eradicate this obstacle to our development. If corruption is not addressed, it will continue to impede our goals of improving the lives of our people. Corruption also diverts resources from the poor, affects their livelihoods, and deprives them of their human dignity. And simply put, corruption destroys lives.
This year marks centenary celebrations of former President Nelson Mandela. He was honored in the capital Nouakchott by naming a street after him.
In appreciation for his uncompromising fight against racism
وذكرى تقدير لكفاحه المرير من أجل
and in commemoration of his struggle for equality.
Humbled by this outstanding gesture of naming this avenue after the father of our democracy, Nelson Mandela. The year when Nelson Mandela would have turned 100 years old. Humbled that it's not only South Africans who are honoring the memory and the life of Nelson Mandela. We are deeply touched and humbled that there are many people across the continent of Africa and the world who are remembering Nelson Mandela and the work of his life.
The Nelson Mandela Road will be adjacent to a street named after the country's first president, Mokhtar Dada. The AU summit concludes on Monday. Ndundu Sitole, SABC News.